What I'm about to share with you on today's video is what actually helped me overcome my lack and poverty mindset. And it helped me step into making more money and into that abundant mindset that everyone's trying to adopt. And if you stick around and watch this entire video, I am going to reveal to you really 6 main ideas that will help you completely shift your mindset. So if that sounds good, throw a like on this video and let's get right to it. I have been studying self-development, mindset, manifestation, success, and wealth principles for over a decade. And I've literally read every one of these books and audiobooks that you see on my desk here, and they all contain really cool and amazing ideas and principles, but none of them help me to consistently make a lot more money. It wasn't until I really processed a handful of ideas that I'm about to share with you on today's video that actually helped me make the shift. So if you've been struggling financially and you've just been scraping by week to week or month to month, and you're really sick and tired of just being in survival mode trying to figure it out, really buckle into today's video and really absorb the ideas I'm about to share with you. Number 1, money is energy. Money is energy that is flowing. In fact, the original name for money was currency. And currency, just like an electric current is flowing, money currency is flowing in and around you all the time. But the main idea for this one is money tends to flow towards expansion, not contraction. And expansion mainly looks like creativity, building, resourcefulness, growth, contribution, progress, creating value, having enough. That's expansion and creativity. And that's where money tends to flow naturally. Whereas contraction looks like survival, fear, worry, scarcity, lack, holding on tightly to the money you already have. You don't want to let go of it. Debt, not having enough, staying stuck. These are all a contracted state of being, actually. And this led me to a very important realization. Am I trying to make money from fear and survival, or from a state of creativity and expansion? That will help you uncover if the flow of money has been coming in or not by simply answering that question. So for example, are you just trying to get money to survive, to pay your bills, to pay off debt or creditors? Are you trying to get money because you're afraid you're not going to have enough, or to finally feel more secure or stop worrying? Or are you trying to make money to build something meaningful for other people, or to create something, or to expand on something, or to solve a problem, to create more value, to contribute to something in the world? So to help you really find out where you are on the spectrum is a simple question. Ask yourself, I want X amount of money, whatever the amount of money is you want, because, and simply answer the question. So a quick example is, I want $50,000 to pay off my debt or to pay bills, to feel more financially secure. If that's how you're answering, then you're in a contracted state, which is blocking the flow of money. Number 2 is going to go a bit deeper. What is your relationship with money? Is it positive or is it negative? Most people's relationship with money was formed long before they ever had a chance to form it themselves. In other words, they adopted it from their parents and their environment. So to start to reveal this one, just simply ask, what is your current perception of money? Or maybe even a better question to ask is, when I was growing up, money was blank. Right? Money was hard to make, or money was a struggle in our family. We never had enough, right? Whatever will complete that question will also help tell you a story. And for a lot of people, money was stressful. Money was a struggle. Money was hard to make, right? Unless you grew up in a very wealthy environment, which in that case, you wouldn't be watching this video, then you have very good money mindset, right? But for most people, especially the people I've worked with, there was a lot of worry around money, and it created pressure and anxiety for people. So maybe your parents struggled financially, right? My dad was a blue collar guy. Like, he worked in an HVAC place for 20 years of his life. And while my mom stayed at home raising us, me and my sister. But maybe your parents fought about the bills. Maybe they argued about money, or, not having enough, or whatever that looks like. Or maybe your dad was always working, trying to make money, and was never around. Like, it's kind of what ended up happening with my dad. He worked second shift, so we didn't see him that often. So if you're like me, maybe you associated money with like stress, anxiety, absence, exhaustion. You got to work really hard to get it, right? Well, right then and there, that's going to create a conflict with you making money. So in other words, you want more money, but a main part of you is actually resisting it because it's associated with some sort of pain in your life. So this is a huge understanding and a huge perspective shift, if you can uncover it for yourself, to see mainly where is money being blocked in your your life, okay? So number 3 is about these other deeper limiting and conflicting beliefs around money. And really has to do with other people who are wealthy and rich. Like, what is your perspective about them? And the main question to ask is, how do you view people who are rich, wealthy, or have more money than you? Because a lot of times people are unconsciously carrying around beliefs like money is the root of all evil, rich people are greedy or selfish, people with more money might think they're better than everybody else. And so if you secretly resent wealthy and rich people, your subconscious mind is going to resist becoming wealthy and rich. It's going to subconsciously keep you stuck, right? This is a powerful idea here. Number 4 is one of the most popular and biggest ones people carry around with them, actually. And it's this lack equals not enough. And there's many layers of this, and we're going to unpack it really quick for you here, okay? So have you ever caught yourself saying or thinking any one of the following things here? I don't have enough, or I won't have enough, or I've never had enough, or I'm always struggling. Well, if you thought any one of those things, that is keeping you in a contracted, lackful, scarcity mindset. Because when you don't have enough, you now need more. You're on the other side of abundance already. So now to override this one and overcome this one, let me ask you a question. Is it not true that you currently have enough right now in your life, right? Maybe you don't have everything you want, but is it not true that you currently have enough to survive? You have enough air and oxygen to breathe. You have enough water to stay literally surviving. You have enough food to stay literally surviving, right? Is it not true that you've always had enough up until now, right? You've always figured it out. You've always had enough up until now. So if you currently have enough and you've always had enough, could you bring yourself to believe that you will always have enough? You will always figure it out. You have always figured it out. You currently are figuring it out, and you always will figure it out. So in other words, there's no need to worry about how you're going to pay the bills in the future. You'll figure it out. In fact, there's no need to worry ever, because you, in your present moment, you are infinitely resourceful. And we're going to get to this in just a few minutes here. But you have unlimited resources available to you right now, whether you realize it or not. Okay, but I'm getting ahead of myself here. So let me finish this number 4 here, okay? Even during the most challenging and difficult times in the past, is it not true that you made it past it? Is it not true that you're making it past it if you're currently going through a difficult time, right? You're here watching this video on a phone or a computer, right? You can't be doing that bad, right? So in other words, you found a way, you adapted, you pivoted, you survived, you got through it. So what if you just simply started to adopt the belief that I will always have enough? Just take a moment and just try that on and really, really be that statement. I will always have enough. I've always had enough. I currently have enough. I will always have enough. Say it enough for you to start to believe it is true for yourself. And then feel the relief that that brings you. There's a very, very powerful question you ask yourself. What could I do right now in my life with what I already know, with the skills I already possess, with the people I already know and I'm connected with, and with the resources available to me right now to create more value and make more money? Ask yourself that question. What could I do with where I'm at right now, with what I know right now, with the skills and knowledge and talents I possess, with the people I'm connected to? What could I do to make more money, provide more value? Now we're starting to become more abundant, more resourceful. Okay, let's keep it going here. Number 5 is simply the principle of the more value you provide, the more money you'll make. Okay, just understanding that's a principle in how to make more money, right? And it comes from a lot of these books I've read, right? But this idea alone can help set you free and help you get into the right mindset. So we're going to get into it. Money is simply an exchange of value. That's all it is. And truly, business is just simply solving other people's problems. And the marketplace is simply rewarding that value. So really, it's like this big circle happening, right? Somebody's providing value, solving somebody's problem, and usually in the form of a business, right? And then somebody's buying, the consumer's buying the solution and providing money to them. Well, the more value you can provide, the more money you can make. Right? So that at the very bare minimum is understanding that idea. Okay. Well, there are 3 main levers you can pull to make more money. The first one is value. And all it really means is the bigger the problem you solve for people, the more value you're providing them. So if there is a life-changing problem that you are solving for somebody, that is an enormous value you're providing them, okay? So it's kind of lever number one, is the bigger the problem, the more value you're providing and the more money you can make. Number two is the uniqueness in which you do that through. If you could solve the problem bigger, better, faster than your competition does, or in a more unique way that people are interested in exploring, then the more money you can make. And the less competition you'll have because you're doing it in a unique way, right? So that's kind of lever number two. And the last lever is lever number three, which is quantity. The more people you solve that problem for, the more money you're going to make. That's it. Those are the three main levers. So not only am I giving you some of these powerful mindset shifts to have, but those are the actual three levers to make a lot more money. So you can check in. All right, well, what's the problem you're solving right now through your current work or business? How big of a problem is that? What's my uniqueness in solving it? Am I doing it faster or better than all my other competition, right? And then how many people am I helping with that problem? And then you could start to focus in on one or all three of those levers and start making that shift into providing a better, more valuable service to a lot more people. So in short, if you can identify a need in the marketplace, a real problem people are currently having, okay, and they're buying things to solve it right now, that's a good indicator that it's a real life problem currently in our market. And you can provide a product, a service, a skill, a knowledge point that will help solve that for them while doing it in your own unique way and doing it consistently enough to help enough people, the more money you're going to naturally begin to make because you're providing more value in the marketplace. And so let's move on to the last shift number 6. And this is what I call the $1 million mindset shift. And this one's going to help you cross over to an abundant mindset more powerfully than any of the other ones. At least that's what happened for me when I really resonated with this one in particular, okay? But the idea behind this one is instead of asking yourself, how can I make $1 million? Which is often rooted in fear, survival, or insecurity. Instead, ask yourself, how could I create $1 million worth of value for people? That's what the money currency flows to, is that the value you're creating, it's expansion, it's solving people's problems, serving people, right? So that question changes everything. That will change everything for you, I promise you. Because now your focus shifts from how do I get it to how do I serve, create, or contribute in order to create enough value where I receive $1 million. It completely changes the game, I'm telling you right now. And that right there is the abundant mindset. Looking at money and business through that lens is the abundant mindset. It's how can I be more resourceful? How can I help solve more people's problems? How can I solve bigger problems, right? The Elon Musks of the world, the Jeff Bezos of the world, they've solved bigger problems for a lot more people, right? Made getting things to your doorstep way easier. Literally, you can get something delivered in a day or even later on in the same day. It's insane how convenient things are now, right? So take some time to reflect on all of these 6 perspective shifts and let me know in the comments below which one really resonates with you. I've got news for you. I had to go through every one of them. I had blocks in each one of these areas and it was keeping money from coming into my life for way too long, for many years, quite honestly, right? I started in business over a decade ago. And it wasn't until a couple of years ago where I started to break free of these limitations, actually. And now I'm looking to expand and grow and help a lot more people because I understand these principles at the deeper level finally. And I'm no longer blocking myself or worried about where the money's going to come in. People are coming to me. The people that need my help, they come right to me. Opportunities are constantly flowing to me now. I don't have to look or worry about where my next money is coming in. And I'm super excited because I was able to successfully do this for myself. And it came from these ideas that I shared on today's video. So take some time to go through this, listen in and watch this again. Go through each of these 6 perspectives and uncover where are you blocked. Is your relationship with money currently based in fear, doubt, worry, insecurity, scarcity, lack, not enough? Or is it based in creativity, expansion, trust, contribution, value creation in the marketplace, right? Is that where the perspective is? If so, that's good. And can we just pull those 3 levers to make it even better? right? To make a lot more money. Because truly, abundance will flow way differently when you stop desperately trying to hold on to it and you start to allow it to flow much more effectively in your life, right? Really, when it has someplace to go that is going to be contributing to an expansion or progression, a solution to someone or something in the world, right? The currency of money wants to flow towards expansion. Okay, so start thinking in terms of that, and you're going to start to understand and then start to embody an abundant mindset. And the last idea I want to share with you really, really quick is your vibe attracts your tribe. So don't worry about all the hundreds or thousands of people maybe doing the same type of work that you're doing or same type of business. Maybe you're a coach or, a marketer. Don't worry about all the people doing the same thing. Your vibe attracts your tribe. So all you need to do is open up the flow of money and currency and abundance in using these 6 perspective shifts from the video, and then simply just be yourself and allow your vibe to attract your tribe. That's all you do. Okay, not everyone's going to like my style, and that's okay, right? The people that don't like my style, they go on to the next video. They go on to the next coach. It's fine. But if you like my style, then awesome. Welcome to our community. You're part of my family. We're going to help you out in a big time way. Okay. So listen, I hope this video serves you amazingly well. If so, just let me know in the comments below what really resonated most deeply for you. Love to hear it. And if you could throw a like on it, that helps me out in the YouTube algorithm, trying to get out ahead of this YouTube algorithm to help a lot more people, right? Any help you can give me, I truly appreciate. That would be huge. So with that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.